Get the baby oil out.
I'd like to tell you that I'm rock hard, Nathan.
This one gets to suckle from my bosom. You can't trust anyone in a bow tie. They're always perverts.
Sushi jackknife. 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 Sushi jackknife.
What's an Explorabook, you ask?
Yeah, what's an Explorabook?
You should pull that down from the perch there. Welcome to Sushi Jackknife. It is in... listen, before you fuck with my book, just know.
Yeah, you don't have any binding on this book.
It's not bound, and I did put it back in order. So, feel free, but just, if it's out of order, I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
You do know how tempting it is right now?
Yep, I sure do.
To unclip it and just throw it,
I
right?
know. So I've had that book. It's like a science type of book.
Yeah.
I've had it since I was a kid. And it was one of those books, I don't know if you ever... It's probably a book fair book, you know? It seems like a book fair book.
Yeah, it's got a picture of Einstein on the front of it.
Yeah.
Explorabook, a kid's science museum in a book.
Yeah.
And it has the famous quote from Einstein.
Yes.
Eat this, science turds.
Is that what it says?
No.
Oh, that's a good quote.
But it's a very good Albert Einstein quote.
I believe just about anything was an Albert Einstein quote.
That's true.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great to find out that Albert Einstein just constantly called people turds?
Look these nuts, turds.
He was just known for being the bully of the scientists.
So this book included experiments. And one of them, you probably did this experiment. Mm-hmm. Maybe some of you out there in podcast land have done this too. It involved taking a piece of Scotch tape.
Yeah.
And sticking it to gross things. Like door handles.
Uh-huh. Oh, I do. I have done this. Yes.
Toilet seats.
Yeah.
Whatever. Water fountains.
Maybe that's why I'm broken.
It might be. And then you take it and you stick it in the bottom of like a petri dish kind of thing, and you put what is it, agar? Remember that shit? It's like a growing medium, I believe.
I don't remember what it was, but I do remember there was a thing.
Yeah, and you watch funky shit grow, essentially.
Mostly I remember the tape part.
Yeah,
and then people going,
that's pretty much it,
and that's it.
Yeah, I think I've previously stated on the show that I like science, but biology is gross.
Oh, well, anything involving any living organism
is gross,
is disgusting.
Right. Can you imagine spending... I mean, I don't want to shit on anybody who's like a biologist. Like, good for you. But, like, I couldn't do your job. Like, could you imagine spending your life studying, like, fucking lampreys or something?
I was just thinking how... I don't... You know how they always talk about, like, dentists have the highest suicide rate?
Yeah.
Of any profession? Yeah. I don't know how it's not marine biologists.
Right.
Because that's terrible.
Well,
you're just constantly looking at monsters.
Yeah. Fucking sea monsters. You know, I was thinking about this the other day about, you know, people are always freaking out about aliens, right? Like, oh, if they're aliens, it'd be so cool. They'd be so weird. It's like, there's weird shit all over this fucking planet. When you stop and think, we're weird.
There's no way that any alien would be weirder than what you see when they go deep into the ocean.
Like those big jellyfish and shit, like
in the Mariana Trench.
Yeah,
that's way weirder than anything coming from space.
Right? Like the fish that are in the trench are never going to go to space.
No,
they're not smart enough. I'm here. I'm sorry. I'm here to say it. You fish are fucking stupid.
That is a hot take, right there.
Thank you. They're fucking stupid ass fish, man.
This is how horrible they look. They all look like something that would have been on Ren and Stimpy.
Yes.
Like, they look like a thing that really would have been in that dude's weird, bizarre brain.
Man, I know that guy is a fucking, like, did we figure out he's a pedophile?
I think it's a pedophile,
something like that. They're like 13, 14-year-old girls kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that sucks because I loved that show. And I still love that show because I think it's the fucking weirdest shit that's ever been on television. It's how it even got aired as children's programming is fucking insane. It was the one time my mother had pause. about something I was watching. Because she was, we watched The Simpsons as a family.
See, that's the weirdest one, is everyone was more okay with The Simpsons than Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah. But my mom saw it and she was like, she didn't say this, but she said, this is fucked up. Like, I don't know if you should watch this.
Yeah.
8-year-old Justin. And I did. And look at me now.
Yeah. That's why you're in the basement.
My lovely ice cream bar. That's my favorite. Space Madness is such a classic.
Yeah, it's I couldn't do marine biology. I could do zoology.
Like
possibly
land animals?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the worst you're going to have to do is like stick your arm up like an
No, that's right. I don't want to do that.
Ass or something.
I could watch Animal Planet. No. Because they show things birthing.
Here's the thing. It's all the gross stuff about life.
Yeah.
But happening to things you can't talk to.
That's true.
Like, they just, like, when a zebra is ready to shit out a baby, they just do it.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't walk in, like, 30 seconds, it gets eaten by a fucking lion. It's insane. Like, nature, like, you know...
It's very efficient there, though.
Oh.
It's like, hey, do it.
It's much better than...
You got a choice. You do it or you die. Go.
Much better than the slow death that we're causing the planet.
Right.
Like, you know, if there was, like, a cosmic lion, it just would have took us all out quickly.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, because it's us, we have to punish ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my wife was reminding me about the polar bears, and I said, you know, the polar bears are probably just having to swim a lot. And she's like, no, they're starving. They're skinny. They're skinny polar bears. Because they don't have enough to eat.
Okay, but we're going to go glass half full here.
All right.
Those polar bears have never looked sexier than they do now.
That's a good point, yeah.
They burned off all that baby fat. And
They did.
Now they got those Jason Momoa abs. You know?
Sexy.
Yeah. He has abs, right?
Yeah.
He was Aquaman, right?
Yeah,
I got it right?
Yeah. He's he might be my favorite, like, piece of meat actor. Not in terms of like looks, but I think he has a personality.
Right.
Like, I don't like Channing Tatum. I don't like Channing Tatum.
I've never quite understood the whole Channing. I know the women with Channing Tatum.
They understand Channing Tatum,
but like, it's like every couple of years someone tries to force Channing Tatum down my throat. Like, he's a good actor.
Right.
No, he's not.
No. I mean, he can be, like, pleasant. You know, he's got this dog movie coming out. And
I've seen the ads for it 1,000 times.
When we were at the movies, And so that looks like the biggest piece of shit.
It looks like
I'm sorry.
Someone in a Hollywood office had a list of what things focus grouped well.
Right.
And they're like, okay. So people love dogs. First off, we're gonna start with a dog.
Oh fuck. Okay. All right. All right.
We would like more women to come to this movie.
Yeah.
So Channing Tatum. But it needs to be heartwarming.
Okay.
And also, people are really into the military. So,
right.
A soldier having to take a dog to a funeral.
I mean, this movie's going to make $1 billion.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Or it's going to be on Hallmark in 2 years.
I mean, it should have been a Hallmark movie to
It's a Hallmark movie script.
It is.
They just put Channing Tatum in it, and now all of a sudden it's a Hollywood blockbuster.
And now I've got to see it, apparently.
You have to see it?
Well, I don't have to. I am going to join the Regal Unlimited thing, because it's like $21 a month, and in our area, because we're not like... It would be cheaper if we were near more Regals or some shit.
Okay.
I don't know. So, like, we don't have AMC theaters.
Yeah, we do.
Do we? Do we have AMCs?
Yeah, AMC is... That's what they have in... Cool Springs.
Oh, right.
Out that direction.
Okay.
But they bought one of the other...
Okay.
You know how in corporate America...
Yeah.
companies just go gobble up other companies.
Like Pac-Man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in this scenario, AMC is Pac-Man.
Okay.
And the other theaters...
Or the little dots?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somehow Regal survived.
Yeah.
However, I can't help but notice Regal put in their reclining electrical seats.
Yes.
Around the same time AMC put in their dining theater in Cool Springs.
Oh. It's a dining theater?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They bring you food to your reclining seat.
Huh. I don't need that, to be honest.
I've done it. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't need it.
But there is always the problem where they have to bring the ticket out to you.
Sure.
Like it's a restaurant. But it's always... They need to, give you time. So it's always at the climax of the movie.
See, that's very bothersome. Like very bothersome.
They're like, okay, well, there's 20 minutes left. We got to get out there. Well, that's when the climax of every movie happens.
Right. Yeah, so like, I think I'm going to join the Unlimited. I'm at least going to give it a shot.
Okay.
Because there's like 4 movies I want to see coming out next month.
Oh, well, that makes sense then.
Right? Like, I'd pay like $15.50 or something.
Yeah.
Per movie, or I can pay $20.
On the flip side, I've walked into a theater one time in 3 years.
Yeah, well, so I really like it,
I
yeah,
probably wouldn't get my money's worth.
No. I'm going to give it a shot and see how it goes.
What would happen for me is I would sign up for it. I would go, I'm going to see all the movies. And then the next day, Dr. Fauci would come out and go,
yeah,
well, Super Corona is here.
Yeah, no kidding. That is true.
It kills people on contact.
Oh, fuck. Okay, all right.
And then I would
go.
see an email that says, just for the record, it's non-refundable.
I paid for a year.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's what would happen.
I hope that doesn't happen.
Super Corona?
Yeah, any of that.
What if they called it Mega Corona?
Oh.
What name for a instant death Corona would make you the most happy with it?
Ooh.
I feel like
Mega's good.
They need to rebrand it.
Yeah.
So trying to be scary about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wasn't working. People didn't pay attention.
Sure.
So I think this time they need to rebrand it when we have the next terrible coronavirus.
Right.
As a, hey, great news. It's time for some alone time.
Oh, okay.
I think that's the rebranding. So keep that in mind when you're naming it here.
Is it that or like sexy coronavirus?
Well, no, if you make it sexy coronavirus, everyone's going to be coming out.
That's a good point.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about the pile of COVID tests I saw at the store, right?
Yes. Did we?
We talked about it in person. I don't know if we talked about it
on the show. Yeah.
So when all the COVID tests were in short supply,
yes,
I was at a store and the fire alarm went off.
Oh.
And so they started escorting everyone out of the store.
Yes.
But as they escorted everyone out of the store, I noticed that someone had a stack of like 10 COVID tests just on a conveyor belt. So I just took 2.
Oh.
And then I paid for them when I came back in. I put them in my cart.
Okay.
I didn't steal them. But the only situation I can think of where anyone needs 10 boxes of COVID tests.
They're like two each
box.
Yeah.
Is if they are having an orgy with 10 couples coming.
Oh, I think that's right. Yeah.
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 Each couple takes a test.
One box.
Yeah.
Box per couple.
Well, we're not contagious right now.
Woo! Let the good times roll.
All right.
all right.
Get the baby oil out.
Ugh.
I assume there's a lot of baby oil involved in an orgy. I've never been.
All the oils.
Yeah.
Baby, coconut.
Mm-hmm. Motor.
Yeah. I was going to say walnut. Castor. Cod liver. Ugh.
That's the person who's just concerned for people's heart.
Yeah.
He's just walking around.
Fish oils.
Going, fish oil's good for you.
I watched a documentary recently on HBO Max. It's still up there. It's free if you have HBO Max, so it's not free. It's called Vitamania.
Okay.
And it's people might know this guy. He's the Veritasium guy. I don't know if you've seen him on YouTube. He's a physicist. He's a smart fella.
Okay.
He's a little bitty fella. Got eyes that you just want to look into.
Oh, yeah. So he's a dreamboat.
He's a little dreamy. He's small, but he's a bit dreamy.
What,
so
small people can't be dreamboats?
No.
Wow.
No, that's
pretty closed-minded here.
Another hot take. So this guy has a great YouTube channel. You should definitely check it out. Veritasium.
Wait, real quick.
Yeah.
I want to keep track of the hot takes through the episode.
Yeah, what was my first one?
So your first hot take was fish are too stupid to travel to other planets.
Too fucking stupid.
Yeah. And the second hot take is small people can't be dreamboats.
Right.
All right, continue.
Fish are too stupid. I'm in a mood, man. I don't know what's going on, but I'm just gonna ride it out. So this guy, again, he also did this documentary called Uranium. I think it was called Twisting the Dragon's Tail. It's awesome. He went to Chernobyl. He went to Fukushima. He went to Marie Curie's lab. It was great. Anyway, this documentary is about vitamins. And the basic premise, you can probably guess just because it's a documentary about vitamins.
Right.
While vitamins can be, like, amazing. They can save lives. They can keep you from having stupid, crazy diseases that shouldn't exist anymore. Scurvy, rickets.
Right.
Weird blindness and shit. You probably don't need to take vitamins every day.
Right.
A lot of them you piss out. The other ones get stored in your liver. They're fatty, and you can OD on them. And so, but it's a very interesting documentary. It made me think of the cod liver oil. Kids in Norway, I don't know, 1800s, were coming down with rickets.
Okay.
And I didn't know what rickets was, but it makes your bones soft, and so your legs like curve. If it's untreated.
Okay, so I knew that there was a curved leg. I didn't know it was soft bones.
Your bones are like, it's fucked up. So that's a vitamin D deficiency.
Okay.
The reason they have that in Norway is it's like dark half the year.
Right.
Because you get vitamin D from the sun. Your body makes it, when exposed to sunlight, right? However, kids on the coast of Norway, no rickets. Reason being, they catch and harvest cod on the coast of Norway, and a big part of that is cod liver oil.
Interesting.
And so it's got an ass load of vitamin D in it. Now on the flip side, if you take too much vitamin D, especially a baby, this mother had twins.
Yeah.
She wasn't producing enough breast milk to breastfeed both of them. So she decided one baby breastfeed, the other baby homemade formula. It's always a bit tricky, I would say, the homemade part. So
how do you pick?
I know.
Is there a coin flip, or do you go, I like this one better already?
That's a great question. I don't know.
This one gets to suckle from my bosom as I prefer it.
I guess.
This one, no.
Yeah. Mm-mm. So she created this like weird experiment though, right? Like by doing that, right?
Yeah.
So the formula baby stops eating, starts losing weight. This is like, she's like 5 months, right? She, starts to just look bad. You know what I mean? Like, she's losing weight. She's not looking good. Her color is bad. All that. So, come to find out, in the homemade formula, she was doing everything right. She was supposed to put in 1 drop of vitamin D oil. And she just, and I could kind of see this. Like, she's like, that's probably not enough. Like,
she was extra vitamin D-ing?
She put a whole dropper instead of 1 drop.
Oh!
She was putting a whole dropper in. As soon as they took the baby off this, the baby got better. So she's fine. The baby's fine.
I mean, I don't know how big the dropper is, but I'm assuming it's not, a 5-drop dropper. No,
it was like 20, 30 drops.
Yeah.
Right. It's a lot. It's like way too much. So, the point it was a fascinating documentary. Aside from the fact there were some really stupid songs in it, you may have just heard the dryer turn off.
Yeah.
So, really good. I learned quite a lot from it. I don't know why I'm talking about it still right now, but just watch it.
So, what vitamins do you take now?
I'm basically not taking it. Well, if you have a condition and your doctor tells you need to take,
are you going to get rickets?
No, I'm good. I'm an adult.
How soft are your bones?
Well, I'd like to tell you that I'm rock hard, Nathan.
You got rock hard femurs.
Yeah, right, yeah, my fucking phalange bones and shit. Yeah, so basically, you probably don't need to take vitamins.
Yeah,
is the whole. And this is the like big thing that I think no one knows. I didn't know. No vitamins, including children's vitamins, have to go through the FDA.
Oh yeah, that's definitely true.
Like, at all.
No.
Like, not only they're not. It's not like they're not testing for effectiveness. They're not tested at all.
Not only do they not have to go through the FDA,
right?
I don't think even if they wanted to go through the FDA would
right.
test them.
Right. Right.
It's so far off their radar.
Yeah. Well, they got a lot to worry about. I get it. But, like, should we have this gigantic bullshit industry? No, we should not.
Well, so I watched a documentary about essential oils at one point. That was
the doTERRA thing?
They were in
one of the companies, yeah.
But talking about, the same thing, essential oils do not have to be tested by any agency.
Right.
And so you have all these essential oils, they're telling you to ingest them.
Yeah, you should not do that.
Don't do that.
You should not do that.
It is a very bad idea. I don't care how much you dilute it with water.
Right.
It's not good for you. Also, it doesn't do anything.
Right. That's the other.
Drinking it doesn't do anything.
And that's the thing about the vitamins. So a lot of the B's, I think vitamin C and all the B's, and maybe another one, I don't remember. You pee them out. Right. So excess, you pee it right out. But the other ones are dangerous. They store up in your body. Like they told the story about these guys exploring the Arctic way back when, and they got lost in the snow, got away from their camp, and they decided to eat their dogs, and they ate the dogs' livers, and so they overdosed on vitamin A, and one of them went crazy and died. The other one made it back to camp, but was really fucked up. So
understandable.
Yeah. And so the thing with the vitamins is like they can be packaged and it can say it's got this percentage, but no one's checking that.
Yeah.
So you could be really overdoing it.
Or flip side.
Yeah.
You could also be buying vitamins that have literally nothing in them.
Yeah, it's true.
There could be nothing of content in that vitamin.
Yeah, so the message overall, the documentary is like, get your vitamins from your food.
Yeah.
Eat your vegetables and your fruits, and you'll be fine.
Oh, but they're icky.
I know, but they showed on they had like a black plate.
Yeah.
And they showed the actual amount of each vitamin you need every day. And it's like specks of each one.
Yeah.
It's like a few salt grains. It's crazy. You don't need a lot.
But if I'm only eating McDonald's, how am I going to
Well, you're not. You're fucked.
eat? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't,
Yeah.
you can't do that shit. Yeah. It's a fascinating documentary. Give it a watch. Vitamania. Derek, is it Mueller, I think? Something like that.
No one here is going to test you on
Correct me on that.
Yeah,
That's good.
I don't know.
It's good because I don't fucking know.
Yeah. Well, no one knows anything.
He's dreamy. That's all that I know.
Yeah. But he's not a Dreamboat.
No. Just dreamy.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can be dreamy if you're small.
Well, anyone could be dreamy.
But you can't be a Dreamboat.
Right. The
boat comes for bigger men.
It's a big fella. Yeah. It's got to be like a Brad Pitt sized guy.
How big is Brad Pitt?
I don't know, but he looks big on TV.
That's true. He does look big on TV. I mean, he doesn't look Jason Momoa big.
No, Jason Momoa, I don't know if he's actually a huge person, but he looks like a huge person.
Wouldn't it be shocking to find out he's like 5'4"?
He probably is. They all are. It's weird. It's weird how they're all actually short.
Yeah. They're all very tiny. Musicians are all tiny.
Yes, they are. They're all small.
Every time you see a musician, you're like, oh, they're way smaller than I thought they would be. Okay.
Yeah. Like an actor, did I tell you I probably ran into Dennis Quaid one time? Did I ever tell you that?
No.
So apparently he was working on something in Nashville.
Okay.
I don't know what it was. And so he was hanging around.
Right.
And like there's a passageway between the buildings where I work. And a lot of people walk through there because it's an easy cut through.
Right.
And like I kind of made eye contact with this guy. And afterward, I was like, oh, fuck, that was Dennis Quaid. You know, I had the moment. Like, I didn't have it immediately. I had it, like, after. And he was shorter than I am. I'm not, like, super tall.
Let's see.
I'm not
Dennis Quaid. What does the internet say about his height?
It's got to be, like, 5'5", 5'6".
Oh, it does not say that. I would guarantee you that already.
Oh, why? That's really short? Is that really short?
5'5"?
Is that really short?
It says he's 6 foot tall.
He's not 6 feet tall. I'm 5'11", and he was shorter than me.
They're always okay.
If it was Dennis Quaid, and I think it was.
Okay, so here the person I ran into that I was like, wow, they're shockingly short.
Yeah.
At Whole Foods, living in Nashville, this happens. By the way, for people who don't know,
we live in Nashville.
We're not special.
No, this just happens.
We run into these people.
Yeah, we are not special.
Keith Urban.
Yeah.
And Nicole Kidman were at Whole Foods one time with their family.
Yeah, they do that.
And I was in the bathroom at the same time as Keith Urban. I was taller than Keith Urban. And you know I'm not tall.
You're not tall.
I'm 5'8".
Yeah.
The internet says Keith Urban is 5'10".
No, that's ridiculous.
I could see the top of Keith Urban's head. I'm telling you, he's 5'6", maybe 5'7".
Yeah. He's not 5'10".
I don't buy that for 1 second.
I'm 5'11". So, you know.
Yeah, he was very, very tiny, and he also looked at me weird, like he thought I was about to attack him or something.
Like jerk him off.
Well, it was a very weird.
You're in the bathroom. I mean,
it was a weird exchange because he was coming out of the bathroom as I was coming into the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
So it was kind of like a passing, hey, we're both. I'm doing the thing you just did.
Yeah,
isn't that cool?
Hey.
Same schedule, bud. And, I didn't, like, make direct eye contact or anything because I'm just going in.
Right.
But the look he gave me was kind of like a side-eyed, like, what?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm sorry, am I not allowed to pee here? Is this...
Does this say
is this the private Whole Foods restroom? I'm sorry.
Right.
It was a very strange experience overall, because on top of that, they were just eating
at the cafeteria.
Yeah.
Well, good for them.
Yeah,
they're regular.
It was one of those things where I'm like, oh, Nashville is nice.
Yeah,
because they can go eat at Whole Foods.
Oh, and people leave
and alone. Literally not one person was in their face.
Everyone knows they're there.
Yeah,
we're all aware, but you just leave them alone.
Yeah.
That is part. I don't know how it is in LA or whatever, but like. That is part of the decorum here.
Yeah.
You just don't fuck with famous people. You don't ask for autographs. You don't ask for pictures. You just go on about your business.
You don't make direct eye contact when you're going into the bathroom.
No. But if they ask you if you jerk them off, you jerk them off.
Only if they're taller.
Because then it's like a dominant
right,
thing.
Like he can be dreamy, but he's not a dreamboat at that height, and so I'm not interested.
In the Whole Foods bathroom.
Yeah. It's I saw Nicole Kidman too, by the way. She is tall.
Oh, did you ask her if you could jerk her off?
I asked her. She said
she declined.
No, she's definitely I don't know what it says she is.
She's supposed to be tall. Like everyone says she's tall.
But like she looks like she could put Keith and the baby Bjorn and carry him around. Anyway.
Can I tell you about jury duty?
Yeah.
So I built up jury duty. All right. You get the letter and it says, oh, you got jury duty. So you have to tell your work, right? This is the first time. Never had it before.
Right.
So today it was jury duty. So I got all dressed up. I realized most of my dress clothes don't fit.
Okay.
I do not have a pair of khakis or dress pants that fit anymore.
Now, do you have to dress up? Like, will they ridicule you? Will you be judged at jury duty?
I mean, if you read the forms, and I was excited, okay?
Yeah.
I wanted to do my civic duty. I was excited to go to jury duty. And so I read all the forms. Most people did not read the forms. Clearly states you couldn't wear a hat, lots of hats. Clearly states you shouldn't wear anything with like words on it.
Okay.
Or something like that.
But most people don't want to be on the jury, they don't follow the rules.
Right. So you don't have to dress up, but it does say you're supposed to tuck your shirt in. That's what it says, which it seems a little excessive to me, but it didn't say you couldn't wear jeans, so I wore jeans with a dress shirt and my nice shoes.
Your nice shoes, okay.
Not my Converse and not my hiking boots, or flip-flops, which were my other two options. It does say in bold and all caps that you cannot wear shorts.
Okay.
I don't know what the deal is, but like they're very explicit.
Here's the thing about these rules.
Yeah.
Like, what happens if you do? Are they going to go, no, you're fired from jury duty? Like, it's, you're being told you have to come to this.
Yeah, it's mandatory. Yeah. So, I got all dressed up. I got there on time. Supposed to be there at 8:30 downtown. Read about where I'm supposed to parked in the right place. Did all the right things. You get there, you check in. It's very easy to check in. If you bring your paperwork, which I did, of course. I followed all the rules.
I'm noticing. No shorts, no printed words. No. You brought papers.
I mean, printed words is too far. It was like, you don't want anything like vulgar on your, incendiary or vulgar on your clothing.
Okay, so you can have words on your shirt, but like it's probably bad to wear a fuck the police shirt.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like the one dude that had writing on his clothing said God is dope. And I don't think anyone was going to like mess with that. God is dope. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you go in, you sit down. It's a choice. It's a choice. Fairly large room. I was required to watch videos to orient me to the process.
Were they like the really crappy corporate training videos?
One of them was. The one that was produced by Nashville-Davidson County.
You've been invited to be in a jury, but what does that mean?
Yeah, pretty much. It was great. The woman presenting it was like dead in the eyes, which kind of made it better.
They always are. Yeah. It's probably the 10th corporate video they've done that week, and they don't care anymore.
It was awesome. So I watched the videos. Now, I did neglect to read the form till this morning, but I allotted time.
Oh, man.
To read the form.
Okay.
And to watch the videos. So I watched the video, and it says there that you'll go into a room. I'm now in this room. In the room, we have water and coffee. Check, water, check, coffee. Okay, good. There'll be people there to tell you what's going on in a little while. Just hold your horses. And it said there would be magazines. All right. According to the form, I'm supposed to bring as little as possible. So I brought my wallet, my phone, my keys, some pocket change because there were supposedly vending machines.
No magazines though.
There were no magazines.
Yeah.
So my phone wasn't working that well in the building. I had nothing to read. I was promised magazines, Nathan. There were no magazines.
What kind of magazines do you think that they
not good ones, but something
typically would have?
Yeah, no, I was hoping for a Time. Something like that.
Would you lose all faith in our judicial process if you went in and it's just all Maxim?
I mean, it'd be something to read.
I'm sorry. I'm reading the Maxim Hot 100 right now.
Please, I'll be with you in a moment. No magazines.
Yeah.
But that's okay because there's music.
Right.
And it's the most inoffensive music imaginable, right? It is like real songs. It's not like new age. Like, it's not like just background
I was
music.
expecting Muzak.
It's not Muzak. If it is, it's like it's actual songs. Right.
Okay.
So I heard like the Pretenders.
Okay.
I was like, all right, this is good. I heard a Hootie and the Blowfish song.
Sure.
And then a few songs later, I heard another Hootie and the Blowfish song.
Didn't know there were two.
Here's the great thing about Hootie and the Blowfish. The most middle of the road possible band, right?
Oh yeah.
So I'm okay because I'm drumming on my body. Whatever. I'm trying not to look like a freak, but I'm not doing a great job.
But you're jamming out to Hootie. I got some Hootie going. Yeah. Oh.
I'm drinking my coffee in my little styrofoam cup.
You're looking at the guy going, God is dope, Hootie's dope. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm wondering what the people in the room are thinking, the things you do. And the guy comes out to talk to us. I had seen him just a moment before, and I thought, this guy looks way too enthusiastic to be here. He works there. So he's like the administrative support for all the courts. All like, he's over all that shit. So they make sure everything runs, basically. And this guy loves his job. And he's very nice. And he's actually pretty entertaining, kind of funny, And he tells us our spiel, and then he goes away for a while.
Okay.
And so at this point, I've been sitting in the chair about an hour. Okay.
And they play the third Hootie and the Blowfish song, and you go, what is happening?
That would have been preferable, because the music never came back on.
Oh, no.
They faded it out for him. And it was almost at the point where I wanted to jump up and be like, can you turn the music back on? Because I have nothing to do. Nothing to do.
You promised me there would be magazines.
Exactly. I thought there'd be a Top Golf. I hate golf, but whatever.
Naria magazine is here.
I'll read it. No vending machines.
Do you have pamphlets? I'll take a pamphlet.
I'll take a pamphlet. I'm like thinking about reading the forms that were sent to me. I'm like, no, I already read those. So,
but if you had read the forms,
yeah,
you would have seen that there was a tiny little asterisk.
Yes.
And if you had followed the asterisk, it would have said, magazines, just kidding.
So it's now 10 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
Guy comes back out and he says, we're waiting for some of the parties of the cases to arrive. They are stuck in traffic. Okay, fine. Jurors are
10 o'clock?
Yeah. Jurors are still coming in. Okay.
How many people were there?
40, probably.
Man.
In a room.
I feel like that's got to be the worst part of the job when you're a trial attorney.
Right.
Is going through the jury.
Oh, yeah. They don't want to do that shit. So they build you up, too, because, the videos tell you about the selection process. Mm-hmm. I forget, it's some French term where they sit you down and ask you questions after they break you into groups and determine if you're like a psychopath or not and can serve, on the jury.
Know. He was drumming to Hootie a lot.
Yeah. Watch out for this one, Judge. And, so... This is like the part where everyone tells you to do weird stuff so you get eliminated.
Right.
But I never got that far.
Okay.
So time continues to pass. We keep getting little updates here and there. And finally, another guy comes out. It's 10:30 at this point. I've been sitting there for is that only 2 hours? God, it seemed like longer. and he says, all right, well, so previously they had told us that all of our cases were going to go to trial and they'd be 2-day cases. Okay. So I went from being there for 1 day, not knowing if I was going to get picked, to being like, no. All these cases have got to go through. You're definitely going to be here for 2 days.
Right.
And then this guy comes out and he says, well, everybody pled guilty or pled for continuance, so we're done. You can all go. I never left that room.
Oh, man.
I never got my magazine.
Right.
I did drink like 3 cups of coffee.
Well, it was the only entertainment you had.
I could do. And heard 2 Hootie and the Blowfish songs. And I never got to leave that room. I never got to participate in the process that I was so excited to participate in.
Oh, man.
Never got a single detail about any case, so I know nothing.
They must have been really minor cases if they all were just like, nah, I did it.
I mean, he said they were backed up, which I can understand. Like they were they were super backed up probably from COVID.
Yeah.
And also they were explaining that cases can take like 2 or 3 years sometimes. It's crazy.
Oh, man.
It's crazy. You got to really want something.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's a criminal case. So.
I want a real jury duty experience.
Yeah.
I want the OJ experience.
Where you get sequestered?
Yeah, I want like everyone going, "Hey, what happened to Nathan?" Oh no, right. He's on that jury.
They told us that like I think back in January or something they had to put like a jury up in like a Holiday Inn for like 7 days or something.
Yeah.
And sequester them.
I want that.
I know.
That sounds fun.
And I was going to get lunch.
Yeah.
And you get $10 a day payment.
Okay.
Which they mail to you at some point. So,
by the way, insane.
$10 a day.
What? How did they
settle on $10 a day?
Have they ever raised it, or has it been $10?
Yeah.
Like, it feels like that was the appropriate amount to pay people in 1945.
Right. Like, how, like, if I wasn't like a salaried employee, like, how is that going to compensate at all?
$10 a day.
$10, yeah. But your parking gets validated, and you do get to eat for free, I believe.
Right, and they put you in the hotel if you're sequestered.
That's right, yeah, if you get sequestered.
So
you just can't watch TV or get on the internet.
All right. Would they let you get pay-per-view?
It's a good
Pay-per-view's not going to ruin the trial, right?
There's no news. Do you get Maxims if you get sequestered? Can I have these?
I'm taking all of them with me. That's what happened.
That's it. Some fucking asshole.
That's why they were talking about the jury. Yep. Like, they got sequestered for a week anyway. So we're out of Maxims.
First order of business.
Enjoy your coffee. The Hootie and the Blowfish goes off at 8:45 sharp.
We are not turning him out. Doesn't matter how hard you ask. He did at one point. He said, well, I got no news. Enjoy the coffee in the restrooms. Shit. Man.
Oh, man.
And you know, it's a random process. And so it was truly a cross-section of, you know, Davidson County. I was in there with everybody.
Here's the thing. I don't know what the odds are of getting jury duty.
Yeah.
But you would think.
Right.
That, you know, I've been around for, you know, a few decades now.
Sure.
It would have popped up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I just want jury duty. That's all I want.
You might be next, my friend.
I want to be a professional juror. Ooh. That's what I want my job to be.
Yes.
Just, I am one of a group of people that votes on people's lives. That's all I want.
You're like a tribunal at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm probably not doing it the right way. Yeah. It's a lot of me going, I don't know, I like that guy.
You're just going on gut.
He seems
all
nice.
Right. Yeah.
They said it's a triple homicide. Yeah, but he was cracking wise a little bit. I like it. I'm a fan. I didn't do it. Maybe one of them, but not all three. I don't know if you could do it professionally, but
yeah,
there's got to be some country.
There's got to be a way that you can. Yeah.
Or I could just become a judge. I guess that's kind of the same thing.
It is, but you don't get to work with a team.
That's true. I like teamwork.
Yeah, you're sort of a solo operation when you're a judge.
I do wonder how often judges during the jury trials are bored.
Oh,
because they don't have anything to really do aside from wait for a lawyer to go objection and you go overruled.
Right.
Well, I don't care. Sustained. Whatever. I'm back to my quarters. I'll be back out in a few minutes. Stand up when I show up. Whatever.
What's under this robe? No one knows.
It's got to be very boring because you don't even make the decision. You sit there the whole time.
That's right.
You're going, yeah, it's allowed. I don't.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. No. Truly. I mean, I was having delusions of grandeur about being like the jury spokesperson or whatever. Like the one that has to stand up and say things, you know, or if there's a gridlock.
You want to be in the 12 Angry Men situation?
Yeah. I want to be one of those guys. Like, you know, if we've got like, I don't know, 6 hardcore conservatives and 6 bleeding heart liberals, and I'm going to be the decision maker in that thing. Yeah.
And what happens is you go in there, you're the one holdout.
Yeah.
Going, no, they didn't do it. They didn't murder anybody.
Right.
And everyone's like, I don't think they did. And you spend days convincing people that he didn't murder anyone. And finally they're like, fine, whatever. And then you come out and they deliver the verdict and the guy goes, ha-ha, I'll do it again, and runs out.
Off into the night.
Let the murders begin again. And that's how you know you were wrong.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right. I was hoping for an interesting experience. I had one, but not as interesting as I wanted.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's a good time of self-reflection.
I did sit there a lot and thought some things.
What you're supposed to do is go into the stereotypical meditation, like cross-leg, hands up,
yes,
stance,
yes,
and then if anyone says anything to you, you just scream at them, "What do you want? I've got nothing else to do."
No, if I meditated at all, I was meditating about how awesome the elderly black man in front of me's jacket was. He had this leather jacket.
Okay.
That it must have been from like 1975. It was dope. He was dressed to the nines. So it was awesome.
So Jesus is dope.
Jesus is dope.
And that guy's jacket was dope.
The guy's jacket was really dope.
And Hootie was dope.
I mean, Hootie was always dope. Yeah. Yeah. No, this guy looked fly. It was awesome.
Did you ask if you could try it on?
I should have. It would have helped the time pass.
We got a lot of time here.
And there was one guy who got called who was like a defense attorney. And so he raised his hand and asked a question. He's like, I work in this building. And is there a chance I could slip away at some point to, do some work? And the guy was like, yeah, all right, whatever. And
you're not getting selected.
Yeah.
You're a defense attorney in this building.
Fuck? Yeah. So,
what prosecutor is picking you?
Right, exactly. Like this, you're definitely getting eliminated. And I don't know what it is with lawyers, but like this dude, he had the little bow tie.
Yeah.
The little checkered bow tie.
I feel like that's a Southern lawyer thing.
Right? Like totally. Yeah.
And I will tell you, if I was ever charged with a crime and my lawyer showed up in a bow tie, I'd just be sitting there going, I'm going to lose. Oh,
definitely.
Boy. Everyone thinks a marionette is representing me. Oh, Lordy. Oh, boy. This is bad.
Yeah. No, so he was having a very enthralling conversation with somebody in front of me that not loud enough that I could hear and be entertained by it, but just loud enough that I knew sound was there and it was annoying.
It was probably all of his jury duty.
Yeah.
All of his jury selection stories.
Right. It was like being on a plane, but you weren't going anywhere.
Right. You know what he was doing?
What was he
He
doing?
was staying up there going, they always promise him magazines, but they don't give any magazines. There's not one magazine in this entire building. Isn't that great?
I know. I took them.
Oh,
Fucking-
Maxims for days.
Fucking demented little dweeb. Ugh.
You can't trust anyone in a bow tie. They're always perverts. That's my hot take.
Is that your official position? Yeah, no, I get that.
So-
Fish are too stupid to go to
hot
space. Yeah.
Fish are too stupid to go to space.
Yep.
What was your second one? Oh, dreamboats can't be short. Can't be small men.
Yeah, you can be dreamy.
Yeah.
But not a dreamboat.
Right.
Yeah.
And perverts, bow ties always mean it's a pervert.
They go together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Tucker Carlson used to wear a bow tie.
he's a pervert.
All the time.
Is he a pervert? Did we figure out he's a pervert?
I mean,
He's probably a pervert, right?
he works at Fox News. He's a pervert.
The only people that work at Fox News who are not perverts are women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're victims.
Yeah. Exactly.
You're either a pervert or a victim if you work at Fox News. Those are your two choices.
Sheep go to heaven.
And it's not really a choice.
No.
It's kind of given to you when you show up. How did you
that
get the
goes.
job? You're a pervert. Okay, got it.
Right. Ukraine.
Yeah.
I'm only bringing this up. Obviously, it's terrible.
Yeah,
right?
it's not good.
It's not good. I'm only bringing it up because I had the occasion to meet a guy from the Ukraine last week. Mm-hmm. crazy. He came to Job Shadow, where I work. He's a student in college, so he's not like he didn't like just get here. He's not like a Russian agent or something. I just feel like I need to make that clear.
I was concerned, but I feel okay now.
So I had the opportunity to talk to a guy a little bit. This is before, Russia attacked. But, surprise, surprise. This guy, he didn't think Putin's a good guy.
What?
I know.
I mean, let's be honest. Does anyone actually like Putin?
I feel like that's not a question you ask when you have to be concerned about Vladimir Putin. It's not a like thing. It's more like have you seen him when he's angry?
Yeah, that's like the people who are on his side are like, no, he's the worst.
Sure,
he's a terrible human being and doesn't know what he's doing. But
but he's our guy,
and it's who we chose.
Yeah, again and again and again.
Well,
forever apparently.
Right.
Yeah,
with obscene percentages that are obviously fake.
Right.
He's every time they've had a Russian election, it's at that Saddam Hussein level, because Saddam Hussein was elected, air quotes,
right,
and it was always like 98%.
Not even that many people fucking voted, dude. We supposedly have democratic elections, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we do.
Right.
But even in this country, where democracy is kind of our thing,
it's what we like to brag on.
Yeah. We still make it hard for minorities to vote.
Yeah.
We gerrymander the fuck out of districts so that people... All of this should be illegal.
Yeah.
But even in a country where that's what we do, we still fuck it up.
Well, that's why Trump loved Putin so much.
Putie.
He was just looking at the Russian elections and going, wow, wouldn't it be a lot easier to steal an election if you just lied about everything and no one asked questions?
Yeah.
I want that. That didn't work.
No, it didn't work so
well. Anyway, so now he's trying to take Ukraine.
Yeah, it sucks.
So, and the thing this is the weirdest part to me about the whole thing.
Yeah.
Is we've said as the United States, we're not getting involved. Military.
Is that what we've said? Okay.
Our military will not be involved. Whatever.
Yeah, okay. All right.
The other countries around Ukraine.
Right.
It almost feels like a whole World War II situation where you hear the stories about Germany in World War II. Now, first off, I'm not saying that there's a mass genocide happening. I don't know whether there is or not, so don't.
Yeah.
Don't say that's what I'm saying.
Right.
But in the early part of World War II, before everyone knew about the mass genocide, everyone was like, okay, well, Germany's going to take over that country, but they're not going to go any further, so don't come over here. Okay. We got it figured out. It's bad. It feels very similar to that, where
it does.
Poland is like,
yep.
All right, but don't come past Ukraine.
Right.
Stay there. We're not okay with what you're doing.
Right.
But we're really not okay with it if you come over here.
Right. Yeah, it's just to keep moving the line.
Man.
You just keep moving the line. It's I feel for the people over there, because talking to the guy that I met, I mean, they obviously want to be an independent country.
Yeah.
And, well,
the people that are Russian sympathizers, I guess, is what they are.
Well, I mean, they're
it's like
ethnically Russian, I guess, too.
Right, but it's like a small portion of Ukraine.
Right.
A majority of it is not that.
Right. No, I think most people would rather have their own country. Yeah. So I feel for the people over there, and I don't know. I hope we do something. We've, sanctions and all that, but I hope something can be done.
We've done sanctions.
Yeah, I know. We always do the sanctions. Do you remember some time ago we did an episode where we talked about just some of the. This is not one of the fun things the Russians have done right now.
No, this isn't.
This is not one of the fun ones.
Like a hoot.
But sometimes they fly dildos into courtrooms.
I do remember the flying dildos.
Yeah, that's can't we get back to that?
Yeah.
Putin, come on.
Were there any flying dildos during your jury duty experience?
Well, no, there was.
I guess that's not the appropriate question. How many flying dildos?
Right. Quite a few, but I was the only one that could see them.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Maybe that's why
5G.
Maybe that's why all of this is happening. Is Putin's like, we gotta get that flying dildo thing out of
Ukraine.
Out of people's minds.
Oh yeah. It's cover up.
I'm just going to do something terrible.
Yeah.
It's the only way they'll stop talking about flying dildos.
Right. I mean, maybe the appropriate reaction from the U.S. is just to send over a whole bunch of giant flying dildos.
I'm for. Actually, you know what? Anytime we have a military situation, that should be our first. Okay, so our first
the dildos going first.
Well, so our first response is try to negotiate.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
We try the diplomatic route.
Of course.
Then we try sanctions.
Yes.
Because we love sanctions. We always sanction countries, and the countries go, yeah, okay. Whatever.
Go ahead, sanction me.
So then third is flying dildo drones. We just send drones with dildos attached all over the place.
That's right.
Just slapping people in the face with dildos everywhere. And if that doesn't work, then we send in the military.
I think that makes sense.
You know what? We don't even send in the military. Fourth is we send in drones with actual weapons instead of dildos.
but it's like swords and stuff.
Right.
So it's more of a nuisance than anything.
Right. It's like small blades. They're just slicing people a little bit.
Oh fuck! Ow!
Yeah, so the dildos slap them in the face.
Right.
You
soften them up.
Yeah. But then it's little 1-inch blades, just slice.
A bunch
of jeez.
A bunch of lightly used Gillette razors.
Yeah. That's the next step, and eventually you get to military.
Right.
I think that's how you avoid another Iraq situation.
Well, that sounds good.
Yeah. The only way to avoid another Iraq situation has to involve dildos. That is a fact. Hot take.
Is that our fourth hot take?
Yeah, fourth hot take.
That's good. It's good. Mm-hmm. I don't have anything that can. Yeah. I'm trailing off now.
Yeah, no.
There I go. Oh,
it's the dildo.
Oh, yeah. I'm flying.
Yeah.
Here I go.
Did we ever see a picture of the flying dildo?
Yeah. They look pretty dumb.
Well,
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'll look. Just because
there's a whole variety of dildos.
Well, sure, there's a lot. Yeah. No, it's like vitamins. It's like $1 billion industry.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're doing a flying dildo thing to embarrass Putin,
right?
Would you pick a boring flesh-colored one? I don't think so. I feel like it's got to be a rainbow dildo or something,
I think so. I guess Bert Kreischer had something to say about flying dildos at some point. That keeps popping up.
That seems like a thing that Bert Kreischer would.
They do exist. The video is gone.
The video of the flying dildo?
Well, that version of it is. How do we do the? Uh-oh, I'm stuck in a loop now.
Oh, I see the picture of it. Yeah, that's just a. I'm sorry, but.
Yep, that's the ones. It's just
all right, I take it back.
It's a dick and balls with propellers on it.
I take it back. I was complaining about the flesh-colored ones, but no, I like it.
Oh, I found it. No, I didn't find it. Oh. Oh, here we go. Watch on YouTube. Yep. This is the video we must have found before.
Of the flying dildo.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah.
I assume this is Russian.
Translation. Watch out. A flying dildo might be coming anytime.
Here they come.
Oh, no.
Here they come.
It is. There it is.
Oh, yeah. Lots of people are filming them. Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, good on them. At least it's, it's, oh, someone slapped it.
Yeah, I saw a little gif of someone
boy.
jumping up trying to hit the flying dildo, which I feel like is actually more embarrassing for Russia than just the dildo situation.
I think so. Are comments turned off for this video? Oh, no, here they are. No, I like this comment. Nobody is mentioning the fact that it must have taken some actual time and effort to construct this thing.
That's true. I hadn't really thought about it, but they definitely put some man hours into that.
They certainly did. Oh, this is good. Someone wrote, a helicopter. You get the sushi jackknife.
Oh, sushi
jackknife. God damn it. Hey, so postscript. Nathan and I and my friend Greg and some other folks, we've got a little music label thing going.
Yeah.
It's called Judy's Truck Stop. Mm-hmm. You can go to Judy's Truck Stop, that's with a Y, .bandcamp.com and find a whole bunch of music, including Nathan's new album.
Well, I mean, it's not mine.
Well, it's not. It's Sid in the Finches. Fuck me. Sid in the Finches. The album is called Count Your Blessings.
Yeah.
Nathan wrote all the songs. Mm-hmm. Sang all the songs.
Yeah. But it's not me.
But it's not you.
Right.
Someone did. Oh, you did a header.
Yeah.
Someone did.
I added. Are you on Spotify?
I'm on Bandcamp now.
Oh, on Bandcamp.
Yeah. Yeah.
Spotify, I just added a profile. By the way, it's on Spotify.
Yeah, it's also on Spotify. And all the other things.
And hopefully at some point it will look like a human being has...
Listened to it?
Well, has set up the profile.
Yeah, so check it out. It's Sid in the Fence. We both worked on it. I played a few things on it and helped with some of the recording and stuff. And Nathan wrote a bunch of really great songs. And,
There are songs.
They are good. You know what? You're a modest fucker, and I'm gonna blow you up. I'm gonna just do it.
All right.
And I think it's great. I think it's awesome. I think the songwriting is really, really, really strong. And I think it's a very Nathan album.
It is a very Nathan album, if I were to create an album.
So you can go to judystruckstop.bandcamp.com, find it there. You can purchase it there digitally if you'd like. We're talking about maybe doing cassettes. Mm-hmm. You can also find it on any of the streaming services. There's a bunch of other music on the Bandcamp page. Most of it is me. So enjoy all that weird shit.
Yeah, and I'm announcing here that I'm removing my music from Spotify to protest Joe Rogan.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. You're really gonna make an impact.
You want to remove it before anyone listens to it.
That's right. Can I talk about, just to be selfish, can I talk about my latest thing too?
Yeah.
I have a record up there, new record I have many monikers, which is, a really self-centered thing to do, to have a bunch of them, I think. But I do it. And it's called Living Solutions, and the record's called Impact Recorder. Listen to that too if you want some electronical stuff in your brain holes. Mm-hmm. But anyway, that's what we're doing. There's also a website, judystruckstop.com, for the label. We don't have anything for Nathan up there yet, but we will work on that.
Yeah, it'll happen.
It'll happen. Yeah. But that's it, really. But just go listen to Sid in the Finches. It fucking rules.
Yeah, and do the thing. Yeah.
God damn it, it rules. Bye.
Yeah.
Fuck. Tits. Tits, 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 tits.
Tits. Oh.
I don't think I'm going to leave that in. That was awful.